Hi, this is Kangna Ranaut and you're watching Bollywood Hungama.
Well, it's a huge privilege to have Kangna Ranaut with us. She's coming up with the biggest film of her career, Krrish 3. Wonderful to have you back on Bollywood Hungama.
Thank you.
And that too in a span of a few days. Krrish 3, right now we were speaking to Vivek Oberoi and he's very excited about your performance, and he's speaking about all the fun that you guys had off the sets and all that stuff as well. And something about your character, because the doubts that people are having in the mind is that you're singing a song with Hrithik in Jordan, but at the same time you're on Vivek's team as well. So whose team are you exactly on actually?
Well, I can't reveal much from the story, but the character is very exciting and you can't really call it a negative character. She goes through a spectrum of emotions through the film, and you get to see many shades of her character, and emotionally as well she goes through variations. Yes, she does have a romantic sort of angle with Krrish in the film, but she and Vivek don't have any romantic chemistry. Very exciting character. I think when people see the film, for example, like a Revolver Rani is a proper negative role. This one is not. Her role is more of a heroine's character, so they will relate with her.
When you see the promo, one thing which is almost immediate, I'm talking about the first look promo, one thing which is almost immediately striking is your dress, and at the same time your body language. I think it has something striking about it, you know, in terms of the way you're just doing those the flip and all those things, in fact. So was it something that you consciously worked upon, that it has to have a certain type of body language?
Oh yes, through the film as an actor my challenge was to get the whole animal feel to her body language, which came through the walk. Her walk is very cat-like and expressions are very animal. Like she doesn't do what I'm doing right now, like she doesn't twist her face or doesn't show many expressions much like animals, but she's very quick to react to things, to sound and to any action. If something happens, like she will be always in certain postures where she can attack.
Okay.
So yeah, that way her character is a mix of animal and human being, so that's why she's a mutant. And it's a fictitious character, so everyone has their own interpretation. I hope the way I have interpreted it, it connects with people. Because sometimes with such characters, you know, they are a bit robo-like, but
exactly. Yeah.
But then it has to connect with people, and that happens only with expression and emotion. So that's why her character goes through that whole emotional range of emotions through the screenplay, not as an individual. I mean, you'll know when you see the film.
I believe this is for the first time that you're doing a proper action as well.
Yes.
I think in the subsequent films like Revolver Rani and all these things, I think you do have action, but that is of different nature altogether.
Yes.
But this is something which we call as mostly if you associate with a movie like Batman or Superman, in terms of that sort of action, which is like very VFX driven, at the same time very it has that spatial element into it.
Oh, yes, it's a science fiction, and even the action is larger than life. Characters are larger than life, and each one of them got a little iconic touch to it, like they have released the comic books and all. Action wasn't easy. The action director was from China, and you know how the Chinese people, their whole thing of action is very different. So there is a
very
scene,
physical as well.
Very physical and very unrealistic. The things that they might show you on storyboard, could be very difficult to achieve. There is a fight sequence between me and other mutant, and where we two fight almost, I almost entangle around her body like a snake. Now that is very easy to see, but very hard to achieve, you know, especially with that whole suit and the hair going like, you know. So I think the expectations were very high, and not only with my character, because it has certain superhuman qualities, so that has to come across, that why these people are superhuman. Even with HR's character, the expectations are
Humongous, in
yeah.
fact.